Hey guys, what's going on? This is Wabi from Because Bitcoin. I'm here joined by everyone else from the BB team. We're going to talk our book, guys. We're trading, we're seeing the market directly. Like the video before I get started, smash the like button. I'm bullish on pump. Just made local highs. Shout out to our Discord. I got us in under 0.002, up about 25% since entry. If you're bullish on chain, if you're bullish all coins doing well over the next 2-3 years, then pump is going to want to hold if you don't want to be exposed to volatility risk. It's not as inflationary as something like Solana, but still benefits from Solana and the broader ecosystem of the on-chain markets. Pump, to me, in my opinion, is a good bet. All the markets in the equities, they usually bottom out in the same fashion. Usually some horrific event. 2022, you had Jerome Powell being written letters by the Bank of England and Cathie Wood to stop raising rates. And this time it was Ken Griffin buying Leopold Aschenberger's book by 40 cents on the dollar. But the S&P 7,000, I'm fully deployed. I am fully exposed and I'm ready to ride the comet. So,
something I'm bullish on in the foreseeable future is going to be nuclear. If you're bullish on AI, if you're bullish on memory, if you're bullish on building houses, if you're bullish on cars, if you're bullish on roads, if you're bullish on the United States in general, and even just power in general, I think a trade that's probably going to line up here quite nicely. I think nuclear is going to play a huge role. And if we're talking about this from like a power metric standpoint too, if we start to see oil continue to remain tight and elevated, it pushes more people towards what? Electric cars, right? We got to beef up the infrastructure. We need more power. We're not going to be using solar. We're not going to be using wind. I think that the winner is going to be nuclear. Ticker LEU is what I'm really looking at there.
Every new chain has its billion-dollar runner, right? So I've been paying attention to CashCat. I've fell victim in the past to trying to chase beta, right? Try to chase the low cap one and like trying to catch the big win. And it's time after time, like these markets prove that like just buy the alpha. In my opinion, the alpha on Robinhood chain is CashCat. It was the first big runner. It hit like $250 million market cap, stalled out. It's kind of like gone through its first like capitulation and reaccumulation phase, in my opinion. I think we're starting to exit that reaccumulation. I think CashCat is one to watch, right? Like every chain has its on chain, has a $1 billion runner, right? We had PEPE for ETH, we had Brett for base, you had WIF for Sol, and these $1 billion runners, they're like the first mover, right? These are ones that move first, they move the most. 9 out of 10 times, like those are your $1 billion runners. So I'm keeping a close eye on CashCat. My entry is a little lower than where we're at now, so I'm starting to see some profit on this position. Where I saw a lot of big names capitulating on CashCat over the last few weeks, right? I think this could hit $1 billion, if not more. Like PEPE hit what, 6-7 billion. Brett hit a little over $1 billion. I don't even know if WIF hit. Maybe one of you guys know, but like I think if this can push back above its all-time high, or at least get back above 100 mil, this if anything on Robinhood chain, this has the best chance.
Yeah, I did want to look at Hood really quick. In a similar camp, I don't think it's a shoulder at this point. I think it actually looks pretty good. So I'm kind of looking for something like this on Hood. I have some called OPTX. One of them's called Bot. I've had Bot for a hot second. I still think this is a sleeper. And I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten about it a little bit. Basically, it's just a wrapper. It gives you exposure to pre-IPO robotic stuff. I'm either a big adder really above like 31, or I'm cutting this thing at like 25. The whole optic space got a huge bounce today. It's down obviously in July, but there's a bit of not a moat, but there's a bit of a shortage. They can't get enough optics to NVIDIA, basically. I think a lot of these things are having their first real pullback after these giant parabolas, and you're probably going to see another leg.
I think you kind of have to be bullish on volatility here, and I would say that my portfolio reflects that. I like the idea of owning some right tail volatility as well, specifically on something like the Dow, because as unsexy as it is, it's been better to own defensives here over the last few months. I think one of them, One Direction, not the band, but obviously like one of the directions, up or down, is going to be, it's going to play out in very volatile format. I literally going vertical, as we're seeing the Dow do right now. I think this is the decade of scarcity. The idea of owning gold. Do think gold is going over $10,000 an ounce by the end of this decade. I do believe there is going to be a big trade on Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin is a commodity, even though it trades much more like tech. When we start to see gold leg up again, it probably will be time either for Bitcoin to find a bottom or to leg up as well. So we're probably headed for a multi-year swing low on Bitcoin. That's going to be great for buying. So I would say that I'm bullish scarcity. I'm bullish volatility. I'm bullish on China coming out of the trough. I think China cyclically is trading very close to crypto. And then lastly, I would say I'm bullish on healthcare. You have all these boomers about to retire. How can you not be bullish on these healthcare companies that are definitely about to make a lot of money?
My most optimistic take would be maybe something like CashCat or Tendies ends up being like MOG, where they don't really do much except range until Bitcoin breaks out of 100,000. And maybe in 6 months, Bitcoin breaks out of 100,000. We're on ETH Denver and we're all rich again. And we can actually get guacamole at Chipotle with some chips. All sponsored by BB. Right, Hagrid?
Just for you, Wabi.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. This is Wabi. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the channel, subscribe, the whole 9. Tune in for Market Check, posted Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11:30 a.m. EST. And then also on Spaces as well in the afternoons. Check all the links below. Feel free to check out our Discord, guys. Link is down below as well. Use code BBTraderX for 3% off of your first month. Check out the links, guys. Check out our testimonials, live calls in the mornings and afternoons, which are all archived in a separate channel. Multiple channels covering all things markets, whether it's equities, crypto. We have a team of 7 analysts, including myself, which are all active. We have guys all across the country, so there's always someone active that can help you out, troubleshoot any issues that you might have, whether it's in the Discord, whether it's in the markets, or you just want a friend. We're all here. We're all here. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
The future is now. Take control with BBTraderX. 24/7 automated strategies at your fingertips. Track performance in real time, monitor every position, review detailed logs, fully mobile. BBTraderX. Wall Street had its time. Now it's yours.